everyone, it's your girl, God's Golden Girl, and welcome to Golden Girl Ministries. What up, GGM family? Hope you're okay. If you are new, welcome to the family. Ensure you click that subscribe button to join the fam and click the bell button to get notified whenever I post. So this was not the original video I had planned for today, but I really felt the need to bump out that video and make this one instead, because I feel like in this time there's a lot happening. And before we get into that, at my school, I go to the School of Drama at Edamani College. For those who don't know, we have a lot of activities that we do, and first year is really centered around doing trust activities and trust exercises. And one of those exercises we do, you have a really tall theater box, and your classmates are lined out, let's put it this way, are lined out in front of the box in two lines like this. And you stand in front of the box with your back face to your classmate, with your back facing your classmates, and you're supposed to just free fall back. I don't know if I'm speaking English, but yes, you're supposed to just free fall and trust that they'll catch you. And it is an activity that everybody is required to do, whether you're fat, whether you're slim, whether you're thick, whether you're legal, whether you're 16, whether you're 17, whether you're 21, whether you're 40. And with that activity, you can always notice different types of people. There are the types of people like me who, if I dirt, and I literally just and you have some people who they're not completely not trusting, but they're not fully in either. I would say like they're like 50%. So they fall in or they do it, but number one, it takes them a bit more time, and number two, you can always see like some tension in their body, whether their hands do that or their neck is really tense. And you have the type of students who just really determined that, that's fine, this activity can skip me, I'm out, I'm not doing it. And we have another activity that is a trust activity where we create this obstacle course, but the person is blindfolded and they're not seeing what is happening. And you have someone else who's supposed to lead them through the course, over things, under things, around things, and to really ensure that they don't hit up into anything. And it can be very scary because being blindfolded and you don't know this person, sometimes the instructions are so crucial that you're like, oh my gosh, they're like, all right, turn quarter way to your left, like not 3/4, turn quarter way. I'm like, oh my god, what is quarter? And you really have to be in tune and really listen and work with that person for them to direct your path. And I believe in this time a lot of people are feeling very uncertain. I for sure know that I will be uncertain. And it's not just because of the whole pandemic and everything that's going on, and whether or not the kids are going to start school or they're not, and whether or not school is going to start but college not start, and college is going to start but school not start. Not just even about that, but even being an adolescent, I realized that people are really finding their footing, and this is really the time when the fruits that you planted and the roots that you have are flourishing, whether it be good fruits or bad fruits. And people are venturing out and doing business and doing this and doing that. And it's easy to feel like, I wonder what I'm supposed to do. I wonder if I have a business in me. I don't feel like I'm doing anything. It's easy to feel uncertain. As a parent, you might have a child and that child is not learning as quickly as everybody else, or it might be a baby and everybody's saying, oh, your baby head too big for them size, or your baby not growing enough, or why they're not talking by now, and you shouldn't be doing this. And there's just so much room for uncertainty in this world. And I remember I was packing because I was supposed to go to Kingston, and while I was packing and my room was a complete mess, I took the picture. I can put it here. And news came in that there were that the government was saying that schools, which only refers to primary and secondary schools, by the way, were not going to be open. And so I'm standing there looking at my clothes like, do I continue packing or do I stop packing? I know this news doesn't apply to me, but I wonder if the colleges and universities will follow suit. Like, what am I supposed to do? Do I pack? Do I not pack? Because I'm supposed to leave like 2 days later. So I'm like, all right, if I don't pack, me I get in a problem. But if I pack I really am not trying to unpack these things if there's just no school. So I'm standing there looking at the clothes like, what am I supposed to do? And in that moment, I hear God say, Proverbs 3 verse 5, trust in the Lord with all your heart. And the other verse says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. And the other verse says, in all your ways acknowledge him and he shall direct your paths. Another version says, he will make your paths straight. And number one, the first thing that blew my mind was, in that moment when I was feeling uncertain, I said, okay, I'm going to go into the Bible and I'm going to look at the front where they have some keywords, look up uncertainty, and then see what verses come up, because I was limiting God to speaking to me in that way. And God was like, yeah, you don't have to do all of that. Like, I was expecting him to show me some story in the Bible of this boy who was in a very uncertain situation and stuck between the Red Sea and the Egyptians and what they did and yada yada yada. I was expecting some grand story so I can do character analysis and look at this person's posture. But God was like, listen, sis, you don't have to do all of that. I'm right here. My Holy Spirit is with you. Proverbs 3 verse 5. And I was like, whoa. But the next thing that stood out to me was, this is a verse that we hear all the time, but there's so much in it. And even though I don't even think I'm even near to even scratching the surface of everything in these verses, but it just really lines up with the trust activities that we do at school. Because, you know, when it comes on to trust does not make the situation change. Like, you trusting in God does not get rid of COVID. You trusting in God does not make you become automatically certain that my child is okay or I'm where I'm supposed to be. But you trusting in God gets rid of the anxiety. It gets rid of it closes that wound that the devil was going to throw salt in. It just gives you peace of mind. That's how I would describe trust. Because even when you get to verse 6 and it says, and he will direct your paths, it doesn't mean that all along I heard this verse and I thought it meant that God was going to show me where I'm supposed to go, and then I was supposed to walk in the path and everything would be fine and my eyes would be open and everything is crisp. Like, no, just with the trust activities at school, the person is directing your path and you trust them to do it. But it doesn't mean that you know if you go back up. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where you are. You don't know how you're going to get there. You don't know anything. But simply because you trust that person, and simply because the person you trust is directing your path, you're okay. And you have peace of mind. And that just really blew my mind, because I was expecting, okay, if I trust God, then He's going to tell me what to do and then everything will be fine. Nope. God is like, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm probably not even going to get rid of COVID. But guess what? Still trust me. And I really just wanted to leave that verse with you guys today. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. All of it. All of it. Don't be the people doing the trust activity or the ones who say, yo, I'll trust you to not drop me, so I'm gonna use wisdom and get over here. Like, no. No. You know, I really just hope that God will allow you to get some deeper revelation in that verse, because there's just so much there. And also, the other thing that really stuck out to me was, and I think I'll make next week's video about this, understanding how God communicates with you. Because I was limiting God. I was expecting Him to give me this story where I can, you know, dig into this and dig into that. All I had to do was listen. And if I wasn't still in the room just looking, I wouldn't have heard when God said what He said, and I would have thought He's not communicating with me. So I'll make another video next week on how to communicate with God. But it's just my prayer today that we will not dig into the uncertainty. Because the thing with the demonic world is that they're very cohesive and they work together, and no man travels alone. So with uncertainty will come fear, and with fear will come anxiety, and with anxiety will come just all these other things, and they will attack your mind and your self-esteem, and they will attack your appetite and how you view yourself and how you speak to others, and it will affect your entire mood, and it's just not good. So it's my prayer for you today that, we will be anxious for nothing. It's hard. It is hard. It is hard. It is hard. But when it comes to trust, like I said, it just gives you peace of mind. So that's my prayer for us today, that we will have peace of mind in this very uncertain time, especially as children of God, because God knows what He's doing. And I'm pretty sure the objective of what God is using COVID for in the life of unbelievers is not what He's using it for in the life of believers. So use the time to just really, boops and screw pop and pop, 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 pop. And something very important. When God gave me that verse, I didn't automatically know what to do. I didn't know if school was going to keep. I didn't know if I was supposed to still go to Kingston. I didn't know what to do. But I just felt the need to just pack everything up. And not just the things that I was preparing to pack, but also the things that had just been there from before. Just pack everything up and just clear everything out. And I can't explain why. I don't know why, but that's also why I'm going to make a video on how God communicates with us, because we can be feelers, we can be hearers, we can be seers, we can be knowers. And so I just felt the need to just really clear everything. And I really believe that in clearing that physical space, I was able to clear without even knowing a spiritual space and a mental space to just get rid of all of the noise. I even told my mom, I said, Mom, do not ask me about an update. Don't ask me if school message me. Don't ask me nothing. If they do, I will let you know. But for now, I just don't want the noise. And so, a lot of us expect God to send somebody to come give you a message and say, I felt in my spirit that God said. And we think that we're going to go on our Instagram and a post going to pop up, wait on the Lord, or so we limit God to what we think He's going to do. But God is really out here talking to us in a still small voice, God is really giving you that feeling. We love saying, oh, my mind, I just feel a mind, and I just feel like, and I just feel like, and I just feel like, and I just know say. It's impossible to just know say, If you did just know say, and you could have just know say everything, then there would be no need for school, there would be no need for people to be born babies, because you would have just get up and just know say. So we need to stop limiting God, and we need to learn how to identify Him. But like I said, we're going to make a video on that. So yeah, I'm done now. With that, I will end the video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I hope this was meaningful to you. And yeah, that's it. Don't forget, stay golden. Bye.